All right, what's up with the YouTube, man? Today's video is about protecting your mental health, protecting your mental health. Human beings like certainty. We kind of hardwired to kind of want to know what's happening around us, what's going on over there. And we notice things that start to threaten us, make us feel threatened, right? When these things feel uncertain or we don't generally feel safe, it's kind of normal to be stressed out. There's a normal anxiety and stress, and I would say an agitated form of anxiety and stress. To kind of want to know, to make sure you feel safe, that's pretty normal. That's a normal route. This very reaction, while there to protect us, can cause all sorts of havoc when there's a sense of uncertainty and conflicting information around us. A large part of anxiety comes from the sense of what we think we should be able to control, but can't. Right now, many of us are worried about various situations and challenges that we may feel helpless about, what will happen or what we can do to prevent further stress. The uncertainty we feel might also connect to our uncertainty about other aspects of our lives, or remind us of past times when we didn't feel safe, and the immediate future could have been uncertain, and so that kind of caused you to stress or to kind of have uncertainty. In times like this, our mental health can suffer. We don't always know it's happening. You might feel more on edge than usual, angry, irritable, and these are just, symptoms that are responses to us feeling helpless or sad, right? You might notice that you're more frustrated with others and want to completely avoid any reminders of what's happening. So we kind of compartmentalize things we don't want to continue to think about, but some things we just persevere on, right? For those of us who already struggle with mental health and wellness, we might feel a bit more depressed, less motivated to kind of carry out our daily activities. These thoughts and symptoms sometimes affect our daily levels of functioning. Sometimes we want to get into bed, just lay down, not really have motivation, lack sleep time because we're so busy ruminating or worrying about the future. And sometimes it affects our sleep, our appetite, and the next day we don't really have energy. We really don't want to get out of bed. We didn't sleep well. These are things that depression, anxiety, those symptoms affect our lives, right? They affect our diet. A lot of people, focus more on the physical aspects of what we feel, the racing heart. We try to use CBT, to address these issues. But for, the big picture, there was a 2018 meta-analysis research done on anxiety and depression. It's in the Anxiety and Depression Journal. It talks about treating the whole person, the whole symptom, right? A lot of people just like, okay, well, my thoughts create emotions create behavior, and that's great. Like CBT really addresses anxiety around the globe. I think it's like 74% of people it help, and the other 26% of people it won't help because they're not addressing the internal mechanisms like, I'm drinking too much caffeine. I'm not really sleeping. I'm staying up on my phone scrolling, so it's causing me to miss my sleepy stage, and then I'm up for a while. I get that second wind in sleep of awakeness, of being awoke, and I won't go to sleep, so I won't be well rested. Well, then my anxiety won't kind of reset and get relaxed. You never hit that REM 4 stage because you got to wake up and go to work, right? So you never really hit that REM 4 stage of sleep, so your body never was well rested. It's important to note that we're not hopeless in the light of current news and events. We can always choose our response, right? Sometimes we respond with automatic response mechanisms or automatic coping skills that actually are not coping skills. They're negative thoughts, right? We start to spiral downwards, right? And become depressed. If you're struggling, here's some things you can do to take care of your mental health in the face of uncertainty. Separate what you're in control of and what you're not. You don't have to control everything and think about everything. You're literally driving yourself to anxiety. And then the spiral thoughts, they start scaffolding down, right? Or scaffolding up. Depends on if you're ramping up your anxiety or spiraling down towards depression. You can't control some things, let it go. Say, hey, with ACT, check out my video on accepting commitments therapy. ACT, be present with that, accept it. I can't control that, right? So let me create a plan around it. Don't stress about it. Sometimes just let it go, let it happen. You don't have to have a future, I guess I would say magical thinking, like, okay, something's wrong. It's going to be the end of the world, or those are for folks that catastrophize or just constantly ruminating and just thinking on it. Let it go. Just let it go. Do what helps you feel a sense of safety. This will be different from everybody. It's important not to compare yourself to other people. It's okay if you decided what makes you feel safe, and it's a limit of attendance to large groups, right? Large social events, but make sure you separate when you're isolating based on potential or future telling thoughts versus isolating because it's part of depression. Go outside in nature, even if you're avoiding the crowds, right? I took a walk the other day. The sun was shining, man. I got my dose of vitamin D. I was feeling good. It felt good to both get some fresh air, some quality time with myself, and ran into a couple other people. Exercise always also helps your physical and mental health. Challenge yourself, to stay in the moment of the present. Perhaps your worry is compounding, right? You're only thinking about what is currently happening, but also projecting into the future. When you find yourself worrying about something that hasn't happened, gently bring yourself back to the present moment. Notice the sights, the sounds, the tastes, the sensory experiences in your immediate moment, and name them. Engaging in mindfulness activities is one way to help stay grounded, even when things feel beyond your control. Stay connected and reach out if you need more support. Talking to your friends, your homies, your loved ones, your kin folks from around the corner from grandmama, what's name them that you grew up with. Tell them about what you're feeling. If they're your support group, if they're there to protect how you feel, to help you deal with some of these things, right? If you're feeling particularly anxious or if you're struggling with your mental health, it's okay to reach out to a mental health professional. You don't have to be alone with this worry, and it can be comforting to share what you're experiencing with those that are trained to help. Don't forget, we in this together. Drop a comment below. You can join our Facebook group, mental health wellness, mental health and anxiety, or something like that. I don't know the name of it. I'm gonna write it down. I'll put it in the next video, or I might put it down in the link below. But we in this together, and help's always available. If you're feeling alone or struggling, you can reach out to the crisis text line by texting TALK to 741741, or the National Suicide Prevention Line at 1-800-273-TALK. 1-800-273-TALK. And remember, there's a crisis quick short cheat code number, 988. When you're in crisis, you want the police, you call 911. When you're in crisis or not in crisis and you just kind of want to talk to somebody, dial 988. And with that, I hope y'all have a blessed day.